What up, y'all? It's your man, Fat Boy. I want to talk about this Kanye situation, right? This whole interview with Charlemagne the God and a little bit of this incident on TMZ with this slavery conversation. I thought of something while I was watching all of this. I just watched all of this, right? I'm at work. I'm halfway through my drive to where I'm headed, Virginia Beach. I took in all of this, just listening to it, right? Let me paint a scenario for you. You are in a marriage. You've been in it for, let's say, 5 or 6 years now. It's all love. It's all good while everything is going great, right? And then you have some issues come up that maybe you created or they just happen to fall upon you that now you got to deal with. In the process of all of that, your wife is beginning to change. Your kids are changing. Maybe they're becoming a little more distant, your family members. And you're trying to understand, because just like hair, this hair you got on your head now, it's wavy, it's nice, and it grows out and it changes. You got to deal with it as it grows. It becomes something different. So you gotta readjust. Maybe you can't fit the same hat with all the hair on your head or whatever. I don't want to sound like I'm talking crazy. Just try to stick with me, right? Your marriage is like that. Everything around you is kind of changing right now. It's growing. You've been in this for a while. You got to deal with that change. So with the distance of your kids, the changing of your wife, maybe the communication there isn't the same. Your family, her family members, things are changing around you, right? And while you're going through all this, you have to reestablish some form of connection with everybody. You feel like you got to reel your wife back in the way y'all good again. Reel your kids back in. Get your family back on track of understanding who you are, who you become, where your mental space is. And let's say you make the mistake of, in the process of, understanding your wife, you go on Facebook and you make a comment in regards to your marriage that your wife is not necessarily feeling, and it causes an uproar between you and her. It causes an uproar between, you and her family members that are seeing your comments. That situation right now, to me, is what Kanye West is going through. But it's in a real life, real world time. In this interview with Charlemagne, he discussed how he went through this psychological breakdown and he had to go to the hospital for treatment. He was going through different things. He's searching for validation. He's searching for information, which he speaks on a lot in this interview. He's searching for himself. He's trying to reestablish the connection with everything. I get the image that going into the hospital, he had lost base with all of that, whether it be through debt, whether it be through the media, whether it be through family and friends, whether it be through relationships with Jay-Z, other designers. There seemed to be a lot of chaos and turmoil that he couldn't put his hands on to make sense of. And coming out of it, which is what I spoke about in trying to reconnect with your wife and your kids, he's trying to reconnect with everything that he's seeing around him. He's trying to reestablish himself and redefine who he is and create some new age feeling that he's evolved, that he has become different. But much like speaking on Facebook and causing an uproar, he's now done that through social media. Instead of continuing on this journey of just reconnecting with everybody and really establishing what it means to have a relationship with this situation or understand how you feel about this or that, he is speaking without having confidence in his answers. He spoke a lot about not having confidence in that interview. And I feel like him saying stuff like, I don't have the answers to that, or I don't know everything, or I don't this. It is indicative of the fact that what I'm saying could possibly be true. He may not really have all the answers just yet to the things he's thinking right now, which just says to me that you should not be speaking on social media, and you should not be speaking to the masses about anything in regards to what you believe in right now. Your head is not in a clear space. Let's keep going out, right? You have Van Lathan, right? I believe that's the guy's name. Make a huge statement towards him that America seems to love, and I fully loved it myself. Kanye, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I realized that he went on Twitter and tried to clear this statement up, but it just shows you how much he's not in touch with the reality of certain things right now. He's not in a space where he should be communicating with people. I don't know if it's the medication, and I hate to label him as crazy. I hate to try to make it like the medication is making him a different person, and that's why he's talking like this. Listening to him talk, I hear that there's a grand level of stabilization there. He's not delusional. He can speak in great deal about the things that's going on and the people that he's involved with and how things are going, his ideas, his thoughts, his dreams, what he wants to achieve. So that base in him is solidified to me. But I feel like what he's reaching for to try to influence people to speak freely is an idea that he hasn't completely thought all the way through, and he shouldn't be speaking on this to the public. Black people did not make a choice to remain slaves. If you know anything about how slavery went, the torture, the lynchings, everything that we've gone through, even leading into the civil rights times, beyond slavery, the control of white America over the slaves, even into now, in today's society, the control that they have is not a choice that we remain in these conditions, that we remain in the type of society that we live in now. To support Donald Trump in any of his idiocy is a slap in the face to those who have supported you throughout the years. We have given you, you did not make. We gave you the platform because we could have deemed your music or your talent to be garbage. However, your talent is undeniably great. But your fans, your supporters, the people who loved you from day one, gave you the platform to speak as freely as you do now. To support or befriend Donald Trump, of all people, is a tremendous slap in the face. Now, I say that with fine print underneath, and I'm going to close this video. I can't keep this lit worth of shit. It's almost comedic at this point that it won't stay lit. I get it. Kanye is a free thinking person. He believes in the idea of being more than just what they say you can be, and achieving the dream and living beyond what people want to confine you to. I get that. And Donald Trump, as much as we all may despise this man, has to some degree lived that experience. And Kanye is acknowledging the fact that Donald Trump has achieved that status. But what Kanye is kind of overlooking, in my opinion, you're overlooking the fact that people feel like his achievement is fraudulent. He's a liar. He's a cheater. He's ignorant. He's disrespectful. He is not presidential by any means. He is not intelligent. He's a fool. And he has drained the swamp, as they say, in my opinion, drained the swamp of all the idiots that he could find. And they have all rallied behind this fool, thinking that Donald Trump should be a president. Now, I'm saying that to say, you didn't achieve your status, Kanye, by having people back you who didn't understand your intentions. I don't think that the people who voted for them, which is vastly apparent by other politicians who no longer support him, the people who are resigning from offices to get away from him, those who have decided to resign to no longer want anything to do with him. I don't think that these people realized what they were supporting at the time. This man is not intelligent. I think a lot of people do know, but I think there's plenty more who don't realize what they supported going into all this and now regret having supported Donald Trump. So Kanye West, in closing, my man, you gotta stop talking right now. It has to stop. You are losing a fan base that took you years to build, that has been supportive of you through all your ups and downs, the Taylor Swift, the hospitalization, the rants that you go on at your concerts, the stunting and everything that you've done. People have supported all of it. Your musical genius, everything. We supported all of it. You cannot expect people to continue to support you with this bullshit that you are doing right now. Stop talking, my nigga. Stop talking. If you're not in a good space and you lost, you should shut the fuck up. Because you're insulting those who have really put themselves in a place where now they have to eat the words that they spoke in regards to supporting Kanye West. Shit gonna stay lit for nothing, right? That's all I really got on this, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about what I had to say. Agree, disagree, whatever. I'm free, I'm open-minded to all of that. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I had to say.